Hi! This video is going to be about applying to study abroad in Korea and what scholarships are available. I am only going to be talking about what I know because it varies school by school, the scholarships offered, and also I've only been a grad student and a undergrad exchange student, so I don't know the specifics for the undergrad regular students, but I have a relative idea. So if you're looking for extra information, you're going to have to look on your own. But so I'll start with being an exchange student. So usually exchange, I went through my school. So you should go to your school's international office and ask them what programs they have. And hopefully they have a partnership with their university, because it's much easier to go through your school than it is to organize everything on your own. So if they do have a partnership with your school, the rules will vary. From my experience, I only had to pay the tuition, same tuition I always been paying to my undergrad university. And then I had to save up the money. My application was not so bad. My international office helped me a lot. And one thing though I should tell you, because all the applications are going to require it, is that you will need to have a bank statement of $10,000 US from either your bank account or your parents' bank account, proving that you have enough money to basically survive in Korea for a year or whatever amount of time you will go. I believe even for 6 months you still need to have that $10,000 budget in your bank account. So yeah, that was shocking for me. So I personally borrowed a bunch of money, put it in my bank account, sent it, and then gave all the money back. Because I had the money to study abroad, but I didn't have it all saved up at that time. I had already got an internship at the school I was working, so I was going to be making money. And on top of that, I had gotten, because of our partnership deal between the university in Korea and my university in Canada, I had also gotten free accommodation. I got free residence, so I didn't need to save that much. And then I got, just suddenly they told me like, oh, you need to have $10,000 proof like right now and send it to us right away. So yeah, you should know that. I guess for some people that's not a big deal, but for me that was I thought I couldn't even go on the exchange almost because of that. But anyways, it worked out. So yeah, you need to make sure that you have that in your bank account to show them that you can study here. Yeah, I guess for the exchange, all I can say is it depends on your university, what partnerships they have. So I would recommend to talk to your international exchange office if you have one. And if not, then you would have to arrange it on your own. So you'll have to contact the school you're interested in directly. And now I'm going to talk about regular programs. So I came to Korea again as a regular graduate student at Korea University. And as far as the application goes, it depends on school, but you're going to need recommendation letters. I know that you also need recommendation letter for the undergrad program too, but not as many, maybe only one. But for the grad program, you're going to need about 2 to 3 depending on the school that you apply to. And yeah, so I would highly recommend to make good relationships with your teachers and professors, because I had a little bit of a hard time getting these recommendation letters, not because I was a bad student, but because I had never really taken the time to like talk or get close to my professors. So yeah, that was very stressful for me. I only had one professor that I felt very close with, and then I had to find 2 other ones. So very stressful. So you should definitely keep in a good relationship with your professors just in case. And you're also going to have to fill out an online form that's also for both undergrad and graduate, and it's going to ask you a lot of stuff. So you're going to have to upload basic things like your passport and everything, your birth certificate, because they want to make sure that you grew up in outside of Korea, so they're going to ask for a lot of personal things. They want to know the contact information of your elementary school, all the schools you've been to. So if you went to like a primary school, elementary school, middle school, high school, all of that needs to be included. They also need copies of your parents', I believe it's your parents' IDs. I'm not sure, like government issued ID, so that they can see where your parents are from as well. There's a lot of documents to prepare, and that took quite a long time, so get started on that right away because it's a bit stressful. It's worth it though, but it's a bit stressful. So they're gonna need a lot of that stuff, and what else did they need? Recommendation letters, personal information, online application. Okay, if you're going as a grad student, then you're also going to have to write a statement of purpose and a study plan. Some schools might require some extra essays for you to write, but it will vary, so just check their requirements. And basically you just have to write, why do you want to study here? What are your plans for the future? Like, what do you want to research? These kind of things. So yeah, just write that to the best of your ability. And what else is there? So we got the deposit. Alright, so pretty much for the application, that's the gist of it. But there is a lot of like document collecting, so make sure that you get on that right away. But for scholarships, yay, scholarships. That was so bad. But anyways, for scholarships, for those who are looking for some help, there's one amazing scholarship that I could not apply for called the Korean Government Scholarship. And that scholarship, I will link it below in the comments section, or in the description box, sorry. And basically, it just pays everything. Anyways, the last time I checked it, which was about 2 years ago, that's what it did. It just paid for everything. If you got accepted, it's gonna pay for your tuition. It's gonna pay for Korean classes for the first year, I think. And Korean classes are very expensive. These are like the intensive ones at the university that I really want to take, but I can't afford them. So you can take those as well, which I really recommend, because living in Korea and not speaking Korean, you can do it, but it's quite stressful, and also it's not fair to expect people here to always speak English. I mean, it's not a native English speaking country. But anyways, so they have the class and the Korean class, and then they will also pay for, if I remember correctly, they also cover your accommodation. And they will give you like a small allowance every month as well. When I used to look at it, they also offered that. So it's like not only free school, but they're also going to be paying you like so that you can have some money to live, basically. And this scholarship is offered for both the undergrad and graduate regular program. And I didn't see that it was offered for exchange students before I went on an exchange, but I met an exchange student who got the scholarship, so I guess that you might also be able to apply for it as an exchange student. So I'm going to link that below, so please check it out, because it's free school. It's free everything. It's amazing. And if I had known about it before I was an exchange student, then I would have applied for it, but it's too late for me, so I need to spread the word to everyone else. And then if you can't get that scholarship, because there are some restrictions, I think it will show you the list of countries and the rules, but yeah, there are some restrictions. I'm not quite sure what they are. But then each individual school has their own personal scholarships. So for my school, they have scholarships based on your academic performance prior to applying to this school. So you can get, for grad school, there's 60% off tuition and 100% off tuition. And I believe there's one more, but I don't know about it. So as long as you are a pretty decent student, then you can get some help. And the last thing I need to mention is that there are two types of universities in Korea. There's private ones and national ones. So for example, Seoul National University, which is thought to be and known to be the best school in Korea, is a national university. So that means that the tuition is lower. Whereas my school, Korea University, is not a national university, so the tuition is much higher. So I'm not sure of Seoul National University's tuition, but my exchange school was Gyeongbok National University, also a national university. And from my memory, the tuition was around 2,000 something. Don't quote me, but that was my memory. Whereas my school now is a private university and the tuition is around 5,000-ish per semester. So 2,000 versus 5,000 per semester is quite a big difference, I would say. So also look into whether the school is a national or private university, because if you don't get the scholarship, then that's going to make a big difference in how much it's going to cost. So I think I covered everything that I personally know, but if you want to find out more, then please research the schools that you're interested in, as well as look at the site that I'm going to link here about the national scholarship, because it's amazing. And I hope that everyone that watches this video gets it, because you need to get it, because I couldn't, and I just, it's so good. So yeah, good luck, and I really hope that you study in Korea, because I think that it's wonderful. So, bye!